Did you know there's a canon encounter between Emilia and Mimi where the little kitty commits a crime and the half-elf tries to save her? Pay attention, because seeing these two interact for the first time is a hidden gem that ended with half the capital running away in terror. And all of this happens just minutes before Emilia meets Subaru in episode 1. It all starts with Emilia newly arriving in the capital. They say she was so excited she looked like a total country bumpkin seeing a big city for the first time, eyes sparkling and acting pretty childish. Puck, being the voice of reason, reminds her she just lost her guardian because she got too distracted. Emilia gives an adorable pout and tries to defend herself, saying she's not a lost child. But the reality is she has no clue where she is or where to go. So, following Puck's advice, she decides to look for a familiar face in a crowd of 300,000 people. Obviously, mission impossible. While wandering aimlessly, Emilia stumbles upon a commotion at a food stall. And since curiosity killed the cat, she decides to check it out. There, she finds a small beast girl arguing with a vendor. It was Mimi, who had devoured everything but couldn't pay because her brother Hetero had gotten lost with the wallet. Emilia, being Emilia, couldn't help but butt in. Even though she didn't know Mimi at all, she decided to play the hero and pay the debt just because she thought the girl was super cute. The problem came when she reached into her pocket to pull out the cash and, surprise, her wallet was gone. She was sure she had it on her. Now she was broke too. Penniless and with someone else's debt on her shoulders, Emilia comes up with the brilliant idea of doing a street performance to earn some coins. Her plan? Show the audience an extremely rare animal. Emilia stands in front of the crowd, holds out her hand, and asks Puck to come out. The spirit, although embarrassed and warning her this would go south, decides to support her and appears on her palm doing a victory pose. The result? There was no applause. There was panic. The people, seeing a real spirit, thought they were about to be attacked. They screamed, "It's a spirit arts user!" and ran for their lives, dropping their weapons and money in the process. In seconds, the street was deserted. Emilia, confused as to why no one stayed for Puck's little dance, started looking at the things people had dropped while fleeing. And just her luck, among the trash she found her own white wallet, which, if you saw my short about Feld's perspective in episode 1, you know exactly who dropped it there. In the end, Emilia paid the debt and made friends with Mimi, who in return promised to erase anyone who bothered her before saying goodbye. Sadly, this promise never came to pass since Emilia was hiding her identity with a special robe, and they didn't seem to recognize each other when they reunited in season 3. But going back to the story, Emilia leaves the scene super happy for helping someone, completely unaware that she had just terrorized half a shopping district just by trying to be nice, and without knowing that she's about to become a victim of robbery herself. This scene perfectly shows just how huge Emilia's heart is, trying to help someone even though she was already in serious trouble herself. But more importantly, do you think Emilia will ever realize that the little girl she helped was actually Mimi? Let me know what you think in the comments. And remember, I've started a new section on cut content from ReZero on the channel.